So guys, I'm on my board. Okay. So now let's discuss about that projects. Okay. So first of all, like I want to talk about this recommendation system. So actually, what is the recommendation system? First of all, let's talk about. So if I write here, what is recommendation system? Okay. Sorry for my bad handwriting, but just consider. So recommender system is nothing but it's kinds of you can say system, okay, which can recommend any kinds of products or any kinds of you can say content based on you can say your you can say using behavior based on your you can say choices, okay. If I talk about like some real-time demonstration of this recommender system, suppose nowadays you can see Spotify, okay, app is there, okay, we you can say listen, so we listen to song. So in Spotify you can see if you select any kinds of you can say song, okay, if you are searching any kinds of song, based on you can see your choices, so it will recommend you the similar kinds of okay songs to you. Suppose you have selected Arijit Singh song, and you can see after some time it will recommend you Singh related songs, okay, and it will also recommend you kinds of you can say similar to Arijit Singh related song, okay, kinds of Hindi song it will recommend you. So you can see it's kinds of recommender system they are using in their application, okay. Because if I talk about this Spotify, so this is like you can say this is not any fancy application. In their database, okay, there are lots of you can say songs, okay, but what you can say they're trying to do, they're trying to utilize this kinds of you can say machine learning technique or recommender system technique for you can say recommending their you can say they're trying to figure out the user you can say choices, user you can say interest, okay, like what are the songs they might like, okay, that's why like they're getting like popular as of now. And if I talk about the YouTube, okay, nowadays, so you can see if you search any kinds of content, okay, video content, suppose you have selected any sports match, okay, so you will see the similar kinds of content it will recommend you. So these are some you can say real-time application. And if I talk about the Netflix also, okay, if you go to the Netflix and if you select some kinds of movie from there, so you will see the similar kinds of thing like they will be like recommending you, okay. So these are you can say some real-time application over the world, you can say people are being used, okay. And now let's talk about like you can say the types of the recommendation system are available, okay, out there. So if I talk about the types of the recommender system, the types, so there are you can say three types of recommender system are available, okay. So one is like content based, two is like collaborative, filtering based, and the third one is hybrid based, okay. So these are some you can say let me change the color. uh, so these are you can say some you can say types of the recommender system are available when you are trying to implement any kinds of recommender system, okay. So I will be you can say talking about one by one, okay. So first of all, let's talk about the content based recommender system, okay. So what is content based recommender system? So content based recommender system is nothing but okay, it's kinds of recommender system, it recommends content, okay, based on you can say content similarity, okay. Suppose if I select any kinds of action movie, okay, from the you can say Netflix, so what it will do, it will just try to figure out the keyword, okay, like genres of the movie, like it was the action movie, right? So after that, like when you will select any kinds of action movie, okay, so it will recommend you the kinds of action movie you have selected, okay. So these are some kinds of you can say content based recommender system I can say. So it just try to figure out the similarity between the content, okay. Now let's talk about the collaborative filtering based, okay. So what is collaborative filtering based? Suppose uh, there is user one, okay, this is user one and this is user two, okay. And you can say these two user have you can say similar interest, okay, uh, similar interest, okay. similar interest. So what are the things like user one likes? Okay, so these are the things. Okay, user two also likes. Okay, so it's like possible. Okay, there are lots of people over the world, so you can say there would be like possibility like user some user have the similar, you can say, interest. Okay, so that's why what collaborative filtering does, suppose user one and user two have similar, you can say, choices, similar interest. So suppose user one has selected one movie, which is, you can say, suppose Iron Man. So suppose user one has selected Iron Man. Okay, and you can say he has selected Iron Man, and he or she got the, you can say, recommendation system, and he or she got, you can say, recommend, okay, based on this Iron Man. Okay, suppose he or she had got, you can say, Avengers. Okay, Avengers. Okay, so this is, you can say, this is the recommendation she or he got. Okay, now if user two, okay, if user two, you can say, tries to figure out any kinds of, you can say, movies. Okay, so what the recommender system will do, it will recommend this movie, okay, to the user two also, because user one and user two have the similar, you can say, interest. Okay, so he or she might also like that movie, like Avengers. Okay, so you can say these kinds of, you can say, collaborative filtering based. Okay, because here we are not considering the content similarity, we are trying to figure out the user behavior. Okay, we are trying to figure out the similar kinds of user over the world. Okay, so you can say this is the collaborative filtering based. Okay, and in this, you can say, projects, I'm going to use this collaborative filtering based technique. Okay, you can say, for implementing that projects. Okay, and there were another like, you can say, session I had took. Okay, that was based on the content based, you can say, recommender system, so you can refer that. And now let's talk about the hybrid. Okay, this hybrid recommender system. So what is hybrid recommender system? Okay, so this is nothing but it's a, you can say, mixed. Okay, it's a mixed, this two types of, you can say, recommender system. One is content based and one is collaborative based. Okay, so if you mix them together, so you will get, you can say, strong or powerful recommender system, which is like hybrid, you can say, hybrid based recommender system. Okay, and nowadays you can see YouTube's, or you can say, Netflix. Okay, they are being used this kinds of, you can say, recommender system, hybrid based recommender system, because it is too powerful. Okay, so it is also trying to figure out the user behavior, user, you can say, activities. Okay, and it is also trying to figure out the content similarity. Okay, all this stuff. So I can say, yeah, I think they are using that. So I think you got the idea, like the types of the recommender system are available, and which, you can say, type we are going to use that projects. Okay, so you can select any of them based on, you can say, your you can say, project requirement. Okay, so what are the projects requirement you have, so you can select any of them. But here I'm going to show you the collaborative based, because it is, you can say, very interesting, and it is also, you can say, very most of the most used, you can say, recommender system technique, okay, over the world. So I think you got the, you can say, total, you can say, overflow of the projects. Okay, so what we are trying to do now, let me discuss about the architecture of the projects. Okay, so what are the stages we are going to perform?